back to Ratchet and Clank with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So, we are still here in Iridia, and today we will, do all the missions in Iridia. That's what I'm going to say here, because we need another gadget, and you will come across it once we get a little further in. Because there is somewhat of a transport here that will take us over to where we need to go to do one of the missions in this area. As I say, so yeah, plenty of sand sharks, of course, and where we want to actually go is over this way towards the not the Gadgetron vendor, but I do need to buy some moss. Ammo. That is definitely a thing here. The place I want to go is to the transport over there. Now you will note that I am buying all the ammo in one, having to, well, pretty much have it up and hold right on the D-pad when I am doing this, because of the fact that another thing of note that is not in this game, that is not in later in later Ratchet games is, dare I say, max out ammo. Because max out ammo was a thing in, certainly from Ratchet and Clank 2 onwards, in which it would fill up your weapon supply automatically. So yeah. Anyway, up here is where we want to go. However, you will see a target over there. However, we need the swing shot, which is located in Metropolis on planet Kirwan, which is where I will be going a little later in this episode. So yeah, and so we will have to instead go to the right and along these conveyor belts, and these robots will use their flamethrowers against me. They are very annoying to do so. I'm guessing they bought their own pyrocitors then. Well, why don't we take our pyrocitor to them? Yeah, how do you like being attacked by your own weapon? This ain't no RPG, son. Definitely not. You can even knock them back into the TNT boxes, believe it or not. Yeah, that is indeed a thing. That's a good way to get balls. Again, I'll get on to some of the more expensive weapons in the game, including one I have never got. But I'll get to that. So now, let's see. Where we need to go is over this way. Now this has tripped me up a few times here. Straight ahead of us is this mud pit. All you need to do is jump over it. Yeah, you don't need to hang about there or try and go to the left there. No, you're supposed to go straight ahead. So, with that said, now we go up here, and apparently Ratchet fancies himself somewhat of a Lara, maybe more Prince of because he's male, so yeah. And if you get out of the way, you rather tough robot with a pyrocitor, seriously. And we'll definitely need to shimmy here, and there isn't that much shimmying going on in the Ratchet and Clank series. It's only in the first two games where you do it, really. Not in any other games, seriously, because they're more action-adventure and less platformy. As I say, well, maybe if I do get to Ratchet and Clank 3, I will do that, but for now, maybe not. So, let's go up here, and indeed, jump over the gap. And we will find the manager there. Yes, namely Skidd's manager.
No signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that infobot. You're Skidd's agent.
Was Skidd's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skidd McMarks.
Yeah, way to abandon your client there, buddy, especially since we did see him. Well, anyway, because we can't use the, we don't have a swing shot, and we don't have the, prize from Blackwater City. In fact, we don't even have the infobot for Blackwater City. We are going to have to make a little detour to Metropolis on planet Kirwan, because we can actually get the swing shot at this point. So, let's do that. So, indeed, I am going back to the ship and indeed doing that. So, let's see. There we go. So, yeah, the map is easily navigable in any Ratchet and Clank games. So, indeed, yeah. I also kind of like the loading screens as well. It just shows the ship flying across space, but it's just very pleasing to me, if you ask me. In fact, they improve it with every single game. So, here is planet Kirwan, and indeed, where we want to go, if we're going for the swing shot, is actually to the left of where we land. Well, almost. We go down this walkway here, and then turn left to go to the course, and seemingly meet up with Captain Qwark. Yes, he is here, but he looks a little different.
Welcome to the Captain Qwark fitness course. If you're strong enough, fast enough, and clever enough to beat my fitness challenge, you will receive a reward from my head trainer. Simply make your way to the third island to complete the course. Good luck! Qwark Enterprises is not responsible for sprains, broken bones, snapped tendons, bruised egos, or accidental death incurred while taking the challenge.
Excuse me, Captain, but we have more pressing issues. We urgently need your assistance.
Clank,
Yes?
do you notice anything unusual about Captain Qwark?
Well, I find the fact that he has a spring where his leg should be to be quite puzzling.
And why do you think that is?
Possibly an injury incurred while battling evil?
This isn't the real Captain Qwark, you numbskull. It's a robot.
Oh.
With this course, it can actually be pretty tough, because of one thing, some platforms that will push you off. So yeah, and yes, this is pretty much platforming. Another thing Ratchet can do is bounce off of walls in a similar way to Mario, just by pressing the X button to jump off them. Well, it's only these walls that have the kind of spongy sort of texture to them. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but I'm going to say spongy texture. So yeah, he will still rebound off walls, but he won't be able to jump between them. So yeah, and at the top of here, we can just take the zip line down here. And over here is where I mentioned the platforms that will push you out. Oh yes, because they are very annoying. They are. So we have to make it to the top of this structure and wait for the platforms to come out. Some will push you off as well. So yeah, it can be tough. So one thing you can do is move the camera with the right analog stick. That will help. And I believe you can center it behind Ratchet as well. So yeah, and it's just a pain having to wait for these platforms. Some of which will go in at the same time. In fact, it reminds me of the whole thing with Hurricos in Spyro 2, Victor's Rage. Because in Hurricos we had a whole challenge where we had to get to the generator room and pretty much turn on the electricity and everything. So yeah, and that took 2 orbs to do. Okay, so this is basically just platforming, as I say. Over here we have an annoying thing where these platforms can push you off if you aren't ready for them. I'm sure I'm not always. Yeah, we can still jump between them, however. So yeah, because they do have the spongy texture and everything. Or at least I like to call it that. So yeah. And over here, we can indeed put some more bolts and everything. And over here, that will take us down to Helga. Oh, Helga. We will get to know her a lot more in the 3rd game, I think.
Listen up, you loudballs! That was the most pathetic display I have ever seen on that obstacle course!
What do you mean?
We finished the circuit, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, but it is weak. Weak! When I was competing, I would devour courses like that for breakfast.
Bet that's not all.
If it were up to me, you would drill for the rest of the day. But somehow you managed to impress that fool Captain Qwark.
Captain Qwark knows about us?
He certainly does. And worst of all, he wants me to give you a prize for that ridiculous performance.
Cool, what is it?
I'm supposed to give you a swing shot, so you can sway to and fro like little insects.
All right, let's see it.
Not so fast. Today, the two of you disgraced my obstacle course, so I am going to make you pay.
But that prize is ours from the captain. That's not fair.
Too bad life's not fair.
Sweet. I bet Captain Qwark uses stuff like this all the time.
Ha! Real men can swing without silly toys like that. The two of you make me sick.